Hi, this is Justice with Tablet Pro, and I'm doing a review on the Surface Pro 4 for artists. So here you can see the Surface Pro 3, the Surface Pro 2. This is the Surface Book. You can see how thin it is. It's almost indistinguishable between the Surface Book and the Surface Pro 4. You can see just that slight little lift on the Surface Pro 4. You can see the difference in thickness between the Surface Pro 2, 3, 4, and Surface Book. Using the pen and the tracking is really nice. It's very responsive. The eraser, which I don't use an eraser on the back of the pen for anything because it takes too long to switch the pen around. But it feels exactly like an eraser. Like I'm looking for little shavings on the side of the markings. It feels really, really natural. They did an excellent job with it. So we're going to do a drawing test. This is the Surface Pro 2. You can see pretty smooth. Alright, now we're going to move over to the Surface Pro 4.
Does the 4's new keyboard work on the 3? Yes. It does?
It's really smooth.
New design. We spaced out the keys. We made this 40% larger. This is optional, by the way.
Demonstrate the pressure sensitivity. This is Photoshop. I'm drawing very lightly on a Surface Pro 2. This is Wacom technology. And I'm going from light strokes, consistently medium strokes, consistently darker, and then consistently full pressure. And you can see obviously a very clear difference, but again, that's Photoshop.
15.
Okay, so this is Surface Pro 4, and this is an Art Rage Touch. During my initial test, there was some what looked like drips coming out of the tip, which seemed to be caused by the pen tip staying down. I was told by a commenter that can be caused in the Surface Pro 3 by the pen tip not being seated properly, so you would want to try and reseat that. When I tried it again today in this video here, you can see there was no such problems. I am using a different program than before, but it seemed to be working much better. The lines did not drag from one to the next. I also had a question about whether you could draw smooth, fast lines, which is required for certain styles of art. And as you can see here, I'm doing a lot of quick line work, long lines, and it seems to be very smooth and very accurate. I didn't feel like there was unacceptable lag. It felt fast, it felt responsive, it felt like it was drawing directly underneath where I was putting the pen tip. So I was very happy with it.
Thank you.
So I was fortunate enough to have some great guys here at the Microsoft store let me try out the pen tips. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate those. We're using Corel Painter 16, and I'm not sure how that compares with the sensitivity and settings and everything that I have set up in my default system in Photoshop on the Surface Pro 2. So we're going to test it out and see if we can see any difference. So this is what comes with the Surface Pro 4. It's a pen tips, and you just pinch it, pull it out, and you can swap. Alright, so I'm trying the different pen tips. I just tried the HB, and the HB is kind of glassy. The B felt like the standard tip that came in the pen as it started. And I'm going to try the H and the 2H and see what the differences are. I tried the H, and the H is even glassier than the B. So it feels kind of like the Surface Pro 2 pen and the Surface Pro 3 pen feel on the screen. They just kind of glide around. This is a little bit more friction, a little less friction. Obviously it's a little bit bigger nub and more side surface there, so if you wanted to do some shading with the side of the pen, you can do that. These are the specs for the Surface Pro 4. You can see they're not standard. It shows 4 gigabytes of RAM. This here is for the Surface Book. And again, not standard on the amount of RAM in that one. 4 or 5 12 gigabyte model. So I just finished my second review of the Surface Pro 4 for artists. And I do think this one came out better. It looked like the pen tip was working better. I had a couple questions that I was asking that I really wanted to find out. One of the things I was asking about is the battery life of the tablet only on the Surface Book, which I'm told is just a little bit over 3 hours. And I was also told that it does not charge from the base, so you can't plug it back into the keyboard and have it charge back up. It should work again when it's plugged into the keyboard, but it won't return the Surface Book tablet, or the clipboard as they're calling it, back up to a full 100% battery on the clipboard. I was also told that the processor is similar to a NVIDIA GeForce 940M. I'm not very familiar with that processor, but it looked like one of the main differences is that the dedicated GPU inside of the Surface Book is not quite as powerful as the GeForce 940M. It was a little bit slower in a variety of tests, as well as having 1 gigabyte of RAM instead of 2 gigabytes of RAM. And that was DDR5 instead of DDR3 for the 940M. All that said, there's still a whole lot to be found out about the dedicated GPU in the Surface Book, but the pen issues seem to be gone on the Surface Pro 4. We'll see if that is actually accurate across the board. And I would definitely recommend it for artists who are looking for something that they can do just about everything that they're trying to do on. Alright, for those of you who want more information, I will be continuing to update. I have a Surface Book and a Surface Pro 4 on pre-order. I should be picking those up and doing some reviews as far as gaming and video rendering and graphic design and more extensive tests in Photoshop. So subscribe, and those videos, when they come out next week, will be available and sent to you. Alright, thank you.